Okay.
Ready? Okay, welcome to the Planning Commission meeting on September 6, 2023. I call the meeting to order. The first order of business is, no, we don't have any guests, so I can't. Larry, you was at that late, yes, sorry. Approve of the previous meeting minutes that are in your packet.
I'll make a motion to approve them.
Got a motion second?
Second.
So moved. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So moved, Chad. Tim, you have anything?
I do not.
No,
Yep.
sir. No.
Larry? Moving on to unfinished business, Chad. We got anything?
I will mention I did forward the amendment regarding container houses to the commissioners. We haven't set that meeting up yet, but that will be, we'll have to have a public hearing on that at some point in the future.
We haven't scheduled that yet?
It's not been scheduled. So.
All right, moving on to new business. No, we don't have any zoning appeals cases?
Nope, none this week. They did approve the solar.
Did they?
Yeah, they approved that with the recommendation that you guys had all recommended about the landscaping.
Was it pretty contentious or not?
Not as much as the last ones. There were a few people that were expressing concerns, but it was not nearly as contentious last one. 3 or 4 people showed up against it.
I still can't understand taking a piece of, I just don't understand. I guess if they're paying that much an acre, I guess it makes it worthwhile. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the finances of it.
For the price of property around Deep Creek.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to subdivision plat.
Yeah, we got a few of them. So the first one is Poland Run East, Lot 9. We've looked at several of these so far. So Poland Run, that was a 9-lot subdivision approved back May 4th, 2022. And they've submitted individual lots since then. This one's right at the corner of Crow's Point, 1,000 acres. So this one's pretty simple. There wasn't really any infrastructure or anything to speak of for this one in terms of roads. So
Everything look good in your book here?
yeah, like I said, this one's been pretty simple because they all have road frontage, so there's a lot less to look at then.
Motion to approve. So moved. Second. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So moved, Chad.
Okay. The next one. Is this okay doing it up here for everybody?
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier
Yeah.
trying to follow on the paper.
So Enclave is the next one. This is another section up at the WISP. And I don't have the final plats. I didn't have a digital version of them. This is a pretty big subdivision, 133 lots. This one was given preliminary approval back in May. So now they're submitting them. Now there's a little bit of an issue with the water appropriations permit through MDE. I've talked to Public Utilities and Health Department. Neither of them have signed the plat yet, but we keep hearing that approval is coming, that it's going to be around the corner. So if you are all comfortable with signing these, I would hold them in my office until we get it. I didn't want them to keep having to wait for another month if they were going to get that approval, but I don't know. We're kind of waiting on MDE for that. And that's to make sure that the county has adequate water supply to serve these. But we have the bonds, we have everything else in place. So that's one section.
So do you want a motion with the contingency that we're waiting on those signatures, you think?
Yeah, we would do it that way. And this is the other section.
How many lots you say, 133?
133 total.
Now, is that the last piece up there, or is that?
Yeah, 2 different areas of it. There's this one, and then the other one.
One of them runs along Lodestone, doesn't it?
Mhm.
The golf course, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of pages to these plats, so. This is kind of an overview of it. You can see, get oriented a little bit. So this would be Lodestone Golf Course Clubhouse is up here. And then you've got Sandy Shores Road here, Shingle Camp over to this side.
Anybody have any problem with this one? Motion?
I'll make a motion to approve with the contingency.
Second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So moved, Chad.
Okay. Next, we have several Cathedral Springs lots. You've all been seeing these for a while. I think we had some last month. So there's 21 lots total here. They're all along on Crows Point Road. So we've got lot 1. I'll just go through these kind of quick. If anybody has any questions, we can go back to them. They're all along the road. No issues with them. There's no road infrastructure or anything, so they're just doing it a little different. Usually we'll see one plat like the last one with all these. This one they've decided to do them as individual lots. This is lot 5. Lot 13. And again, if anybody wants to see more, let me know. Lot 17.
What was the purpose for doing an individual like this?
I'm not sure exactly why they did it. I think they
I'm
were just
asking that
spaced
question
out and wanting to do them over time, and I'm not sure why they did it this way for sure. I think some of that is if you have lots in between, you don't want the tax office accidentally picking up those lots and putting them on the roster, so you're trying to just separate. These are the only ones that are being approved.
You know, bait and switch, huh?
Lot 14 and 15, so we got 2 here. And lots 20 and 21 beside each other.
That's a nice sized lot there, and the bigger one, there.
I should have shown you this first. This was the overall plat, I believe. Yeah, so that kind of shows how they're all oriented in there.
You wanna try to take these all at one time and approve them, or you wanna do?
I think if you're all comfortable with them, you could probably make a single motion unless anybody
have
has
any-
questions about specifics. No, again, this is all existing road through there, so it's much easier from our standpoint if they're all along the existing road. If they have infrastructure, there's more to look at. That enclave has been going on for quite some time. They do have bonds in place. They've kind of gone through all that. They've got their homeowners documents for road maintenance and everything. So there's a lot more to look at. That one was much more involved, but we've finally finished the grading and everything on that one, so we're in good shape on it. These are a little more simple when they're just along the road.
Now, they have to come back in, each individual lot now, and have it, just like they did here, to approve them. That's the way we're not approving the whole thing, we're just approving.
No,
it.
I was just giving you this for reference,
Right.
just to get you oriented a little bit in that subdivision. No, they have to do each individual one. They've already done, we've done several of those already. We did lot 18, lot 2, lot 12. Last month we did lot 3, 4, and 9.
I was gonna say, we've done-
So we're probably getting
I
pretty
guess my
close.
question was, you're just gonna do each individual lot as,
Yeah, that's the way they chose to
Okay.
do these. By just selling them a little slower than doing the whole thing.
you know, there's no problem with this at all, as you see.
No, basically, once you have this approved by the planning commission, so this preliminary layout is approved, you could either then come in the next month or whenever and get the whole thing done, or you could do each lot individually. You have 10 years to get it all done, so it doesn't, they have flexibility how they do it.
Okay, I need a motion for each individual lot with the numbers as Chad described.
Yeah, I can read those off again. So this would be lot 1, 13, 17, 5, 14 and 15, and then 20 and 21.
Motion to approve. I'll make a motion. Second.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All approved, Chad.
I did have Dollar General on the agenda. I was off for a few days, so I wanted to go ahead and put it on, but they didn't have everything ready for that one. So
I see they're digging already.
yeah, so that'd be the Glendale site. They were looking at doing a separate lot for the Dollar General store site, but there were still some loose ends, and they didn't get it all finished up. So we may see that one next month. I just wanted to have kind of a placeholder in case they got it.
You know what's interesting is we kind of had a conversation about the container hole and stuff being I'm not saying it to be smart, because Dollar General serves its purpose, but it seems like that's a tough spot to put one right to intersect Glendale Road 219.
Yeah, and some people complain about that, but the ordinance basically just says retail.
Oh, it doesn't matter,
You know, so
Nothing
it
to do
doesn't
about
matter you know, even if it's a restaurant, it says a restaurant, it doesn't say whether it's fine dining or fast food, you know, you just say a restaurant use is permitted. So I have seen some complaints about another Dollar General, but we don't really regulate brands or anything like that.
I'm not saying that, I just said it's just, and I know one thing they've done is they kind of, I don't want to say, they brought their image to a little better collars, one an accident, they remodeled, they put the real name green, you know, new signs and stuff up, I mean, it's just, you see them, and what we have now in Garrett County, 7 of them, 8 of them.
Yes, Friendsville, Grantsville, Deer Park,
Two in McHenry.
northern end of McHenry.
One an accident.
Yep, and this will be another one, so.
I'll tell you what, every time you pull into one, there's people there.
You know, they seem like they've expanded to be a little more of the neighborhood convenience
Right.
type
Well,
offerings as well.
that should do very well there because, you know, people are gonna need all kind of things, right? You know, people go up the door. There's nothing else around. You gotta drive to,
Well, there's one in McHenry.
yeah, you gotta drive down there.
So something like
Two
that.
of them again, well, one an accident and one again.
You know, we have parking requirements, setbacks, things, but again, we don't really look at what type of retail it is. We just look at those things the same regardless of what it is.
See, when that, across the street there at the Alpine Village, there's gonna be a restaurant built there at one time, and we were gonna have to do the road changes that are going on now. That was part of the contingency for them to allow, they didn't want Mr. Delegati to come in off, they wanted to shut that 219 exit off, entrance off. Because they were doing that clustering thing where there's gonna be 4 different pieces there, and they wanted to do like, you know, go in there and then come back out on Glendale Road, in and out there. And now it's happening, after how many years, that was a long time ago.
It's been a while.
But see, what's interesting is, see how the entranceway to there, that's the one going down by Village, that's the one going to Dollar General.
This is a different plat.
It looks like it's awful tight there.
This is up in the industrial park, so I was skipping ahead a little bit.
Cool. Anything else?
Well, this is the last one. This is for the county commissioners. This is a major subdivision because it's commercial. Anytime it's commercial, it comes to you guys. So this is up on Ridge Business Drive. This is up in the Kaiser's Ridge Industrial Park. This one will be contingent on the entrance permit. County Roads, I contacted them. They want to take a closer look at this, make sure it's okay. It's county road there, but they want to look at that. So we need to get them out there. Otherwise, everything's okay. So your approval will be contingent on them. And I don't think the health department signed yet. Typically, if it's all public, health department's okay with it. So your signature would be contingent on me double checking with health and then us getting that entrance permit finalized.
You want to approve this as same contingency you had on it before?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, this is actually part of a bigger lot. There was already a lot 3 that I think was 15 acres. And at that time, County Roads was okay with just waiting until there was actually a client or somebody moving in and looking at the entrance then. I guess now, since it's a little bit smaller, they want to make sure, since we only got 2 acres, just to make sure there's no issues with them getting in here. But we can handle that kind of between the 2 offices just to verify. And if there's any issue with it, they'd have to.
Motion to approve with the contingency made.
Yeah.
Second.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So moved, Chad.
Okay, I think that's all I had.
Wow, that it? I wasn't even looking at the agenda.
It might take you longer to sign all these plats than to have a meeting. So.
I didn't break the record though.
Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned, yeah, you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we good?
All right.